sport.
They are. And the players are some of the most laid back. I think that they've been working really hard for years. And they're great to interview. So you'll have to tune in to News Talk 1220 and listen to the show.
Hockey players, I've found, and I think you're going to find this more, like you said, are the most down-to-earth athletes. Because, like you said, they've been playing since they're, little kids, getting up at 4 in the morning, hit the ice, traveling on buses. They're not really spoiled, whereas you see a lot of the athletes today, even in the college ranks and in the pros, are throwing all that money so quickly, they become a little bit jaded. Hockey players, for the most part, are not like that.
How do you think they're going to do this season?
They've played better recently. They've won 3 of the last 4. They got up to a kind of a rocky start, but they're playing well right now. They play Carolina. I think that's the game you're going to be covering on Thursday night.
Cup.
Stanley Cup champions. So being a health show, I mean, hockey players are healthy guys. What do you think?
You crack me up.
So what is it like, though? I mean, as a woman, we kind of touched on this before, but a woman in the locker room. I mean, is that uncomfortable for a woman to cover sports?
No, I mean, when you get in there, you have to get in there and do it, because you want to be respected. I mean, women have been doing it for a while now, so you just got to get in there and ask the questions and be
treated Big Poppy
equal.
Is a good friend of yours now.
Yes.
David Ortiz from the Red Sox.
From the Boston Red Sox, yes.
Yeah, and Kevin Youkilis.
Yes, Kevin Youkilis.
So Robyn making her name in Tampa Bay sports and in the sports world. That's great.
I know it is, and you know what? The hockey players, not only are they good players, but they do a lot for a lot of causes. You always see them in the community donating their time to different types of causes related to children, and you see them doing the fishing tournament. So
John Tortorella, the coach, has his fishing tournament that he put on right before the season, which donates a lot of money to local charities. So they do a great job. I think a couple of players have come down here in the past, haven't they?
They have. And speaking of athletes coming to town, just a little plug for Big Brothers Big Sisters. They had their Big Sports Legend Week, which has already been packed in the spring. And last year they brought in 20 NFL football players. So look into that if you support Big Brothers Big Sisters, or if you're just a sports fan. Look for that coming up in the spring during the season. The social calendar just came out, and tickets are a decent price to get close to a bunch of different athletes, and they're working very hard to bring some top athletes here to Sarasota.
That's great. I know you're heavily involved with that particular organization. And what is that exactly? Just to kind of talk a little bit about what they do.
Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters is really a mentor place for volunteers to come and mentor children. They have a community program, and then they also have a school-based program. So if you're interested, please contact the local Big Brothers Big Sisters, and they screen, of course. You know, we were talking about identity theft and different people's backgrounds. They screen all their volunteers. But it's a great program to get involved if you want to be a mentor and mentor children and make a difference in the community. And again, if you don't want to donate that much time, come to the Sports Legend event and support. It's a great cause, and there are tons of children in need that are at risk and are on a waiting list to be matched. So, and they're looking for guys too. You know, a lot of women volunteer, but there are a lot of guys out there that, you know, young boys that are looking for a match.
That's great. Yeah,
so we'll have to do another show on the Sports Legend event coming up.
We will, and that's in the springtime.
It is in the springtime, and it was a really, really successful event this past season. So we'll bring you more, and tell Rochelle to put it on her show.
Great. Yeah, Rochelle has had quite a few of those people on, and we've had a bunch on the later show, the Suncoast Magazine, which we do over at 1220 WA. By the way, a little quick plug. We're over in our new location now. If you decide to go shopping at the Westfield Sarasota Square Mall, go to Penny's, make a right, and you can come down and see us. It's our new studio down there. So a lot of people have been asking what happened to us. There was a nice little article in the Radio Babe column yesterday where she mentioned that. So I'd like to thank Dawn Skyer for mentioning that. But Rochelle will be back with you on the radio tomorrow at 8 o'clock on her show, It's All About Health, the radio edition. And it's been our pleasure to be with you on the TV edition. It's gone by so quickly.
It has.
Yeah, too fast.
Too quick.
Edward Gil, our guest earlier in the show, and the name of his book, once again, which you saw earlier, Expert on Everything, all about the technology situation, but a fictionalized version of what could possibly happen if the technology goes a little bit out of whack. So I hope you'll check that out, and he'll be out joining us on radio a little bit later on this week, too, on 1220. Robyn, that's about all we have time for. Good luck with the Lightning on Thursday. Say hello to all the guys.
I'll be there at the Lightning game.
And we'll see you on the radio as well. Thank you for watching out there. Thanks to Rochelle for letting both of us sit in with you tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again real soon. Good night, everybody.